We're talking with Dr. Hertzberg. He's with Turning Point Academy. We're here at AmFest, and I just learned that Charlie Kirk's brilliance extends far beyond just the political realm. He's actually tapped some of the brightest and best people in multiple realms. I mean, it's really kind of an amazing thing to see what Turning Point is doing. This is Turning Point Academy. And Dr. Hertzberg, tell us the good. We've had the bad. There's a problem. How do you fix the problem?
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad we're focusing on the good because there is so much to be done and there's so much positive that can be accomplished. Charlie is well known for going on college campuses, and Charlie began to see many years ago, but more recently even, that kids today are coming already indoctrinated on college campuses. And so his vision was we need to start younger. And others, as we mentioned earlier, have had that same understanding, and myself included. So Charlie had the vision, let's do something in the K through 12 realm. And so he launched Turning Point Academy. He had a great vision, but really no structure or form to it. And so that's when he reached out to me and said, would you be open to a conversation, which led me to saying yes. And I stepped into this role, which it's been very exciting 2.5 years ago. And so you'll love this. So when I stepped into it, Charlie had already announced nationally on Fox and all kinds of other wonderful places that we're going to do Turning Point Academy. And the emails started pouring in with all kinds of ideas. You should do this, you should do that. And so now I'm new and I'm going through 300 emails of all the suggestions to Charlie. And it ranged everything from, we have $15 million, come start a school for us in Nashville, to my daughter's in 6th grade. What history book would you recommend? Everything in between. So
all good questions.
All good questions. But the point is we can't do everything. So what is our focus going to be? And one of the things that we want to do is to create some alternatives for families. Not everybody can leave the public school system. We understand that, but we wish everybody could. And so we want to provide as many different opportunities and really alternatives to the public school system. So the first initiative was we are going to help seed SEED schools across the country, and not just any kind of schools. We developed what we call our 5C model.
So what are 5 C's? What are they?
Christian,
absolutely.
Awesome. First, that's the foundation. Non-negotiable. Okay. We lead with that. Then classical. We're partial to classical education. It's not the only educational philosophy, but that was the educational philosophy and pedagogy.
For our children, classical, Christian classical. All right.
Thirdly, conservative. And we don't mean Republican or Democrat. We mean conserving the values that this country was founded on. And then collaborative. We want to work with parents. We want to work with the local church, not against or apart. And then 5C is also very important, cost affordable. I led a school in the northern suburbs that actually Charlie Kirk became a Christian at, which is a story in itself. And when I left, our tuition was somewhere between $17,000 and $18,000 a year. Now, depending on where you live in the country, that's either a lot or a little, but for most families, it's a lot.
That's a lot.
And so, you don't just pay that once, you pay it every year. And if you have more than one child,
college
every year
at high school. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And so every year, and then, you've got more than one child, you add that up, it's a big number. So we wanted to come with a model that was all 5 of those C's. And so that's one of the things that we're doing, Kevin. It's one of several other things, but it's one of the main things we're doing.
My wife and I helped found a school that actually followed these 5 C's.
Really?
And we did it independently. It was a 2-day, you go 2-day and you're 3 days at home. It's a great concept what you're doing. Have you talked to Dr. Carson about his Little Patriots? Because they are a curriculum provider.
The answer to that is yes. I first want to say that is, by the way, I'm going to go back to what you just said. That's the model. I didn't say it in one of the C's, but it's a hybrid model. So our kids go 2 to 3 days a week. They're home 2 to 3 days. We feel like it's the best of homeschooling and the best of traditional 5-day-a-week school.